Greetings of love, everyone. This is Mama Kimmy Flowers. I am coming to you today on the 1st of April. I was definitely not going to make a video or do anything right now during this blood moon week. I've been just kind of starting some new things and just keeping to myself a little bit. But I most definitely wanted to speak on a subject that I think is very important and that I've been getting questions about. I always try to talk about things that I get questions about, you know. So I guess maybe the question is not the right word, but it's more like I've been getting criticism. I've been getting a lot of, I guess, I don't know, flack. I guess that's the word about it. But yeah, um, there's been so much going on in the news about all these things happening to our boys, to our men. Um, every time you look up, one of our men is getting shot, killed, all this negative stuff, and the media has like I would call it a little bit unbalanced coverage because I know that I get the newspaper, I see that this happens to people of all races, like police brutality and things of that nature. Um, but we do live in America, and we know that there is some racism. So it's going to be a lot more of us because it's, getting beat up and all those things. But anyway, that's not what I really want to talk about. What I really want to talk about is the root of it. The one thing that all of these victims, or I don't know if the victim, but the one thing that all of these issues have in common is the fact that all these boys had behavioral issues. It run like issues with the law, whether it be stealing, doing things that were considered to be illegal in the public, different things, whether it be like smoking weed, or whatever it is. We know the laws that are set forth here in this realm, and we do have to, I guess, carry ourselves a certain way in the private, and in the public, and keep the private in the private and the public in the public. But with things like social media, it's really hard because everybody wants to take everything from the private and put it in the public and expect the rules and the I guess the respect of the private to still remain intact when that's not the case. Anything that you are doing in the private and you want to remain private, you keep it in the private. Anything that is in the public, it's up for grabs, so you have to keep that in mind. Um, as mothers, we are the very first everything. We are the first healers of the home. We are the first lawmakers of the home. We are the first loves. We are the first teachers. We are the givers of life. We are amazing, aren't we? We're all of that stuff. We have to own that divinity. It's ours. But in owning it, we must take a step back and look at the way that we are raising our children, our boys. We have to make sure that we instill in them um, the morals and the laws of the Most High. We have to let them know the rules of the state of matter that we're in, what's governing us here, the things that are going on here. There is no reason why those boys should have been in the street stealing, been smoking weed and posting it up on Instagram, been doing these things to make themselves a target. Am I saying that the things that happened to them were right? No, but we're in hell. We are in the lower nines, baby. We are in this dimension. We are in this lower vibrational realm that vibrates really slow. It's very low. And you have to know the laws that govern here. It's not fair. It's not right. Everything down here is manipulated. Everything down here it's free game. Everybody has free will. Okay? And so you have to realize that once you take ownership as a mother or as a father in teaching your children how to live righteously, how to live within the laws of the Most High, how to navigate and govern themselves accordingly, and be more clear on the environment that they're in, things will be a lot easier for them. They have to be taught at home. Laws have to be placed at home. You, as a mother, you must be the warden, for the lack of better terms. If your young star breaks the laws of the home, he must be punished. Spare, well, your good book tells you about, sparing the rod, spoiling the child. They must have this structure. Children need this structure. We, as mothers, must do this at home first and foremost. It is so important so that they don't get regulated by the rules and regulations of the streets. So that they don't get regulated by the rules and the regulators of the streets. So that they do not get regulated by the rules and regulators of the streets. Right. It must start at home. Um, it is so important that we also look at our children as direct reflections of us. When our children start acting out, when they start getting upset, angry, however they're feeling, we have to realize that our children, um, as women especially, they bring out what we had in us. So wherever we were at that place in our lives where we conceived, that is exactly the energy that our children are going to carry. And we have to, and healing them is healing ourselves. So we have to invest the time and the love in our children, not yelling at them, not beating them for every little thing. When they're young and they don't want to listen, run them a bath. Run them a nice hot bath, soak them, love on them, put some herbs in that bath water, some lavender, some essential oils, some melaleuca, something, and rub that body down, and talk to them and tell them how beautiful they are and how much you love them, and forgive yourself. You know, um, I look at my son when he was first born. He's a beautiful, beautiful boy. He is amazing. I've put so much love and work into that little boy, and I'm not perfect, but I'm not the perfect mother by any means, but I try. And I know that when he was a baby, he used to cry for everything. He was a cry baby. Oh my goodness, y'all. He would cry for everything, and I'd just be so frustrated. And the more frustrated I got, the more he cried. And the minute I got silent and I started running him baths and loving him and kissing him when he would get like this, and stop talking and directing and telling him, don't, da, 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 he calmed down, and I literally would rub and massage him and imagine all of the negative energy just going down the drain and into the water. And the more and the more and the more that I did that, guess what? The lighter and the lighter the stretch marks on my body got, the happier my child got, the more obedient he got. And when I say obedient, I'm not saying in the way of suppressing his light or trying to put his light in a box, but we do need structure and we do need order here. That is the reality of this third dimensional vibration that we're in. They have to learn the grounding principles. You know, um, they have to be able to self-soothe, but they also need to have the love of us as parents. It's like a balance. It's a balance that our children need to be successful in this life, knowing how to navigate through this life, but then also, um, knowing how to be themselves and not allowing society to trump that or stomp out their light and stomp out their fire. That is so important that we learn that ourselves as parents, because I'm still learning that. Every day that I get up, every day that I look at my son and I meditate, I'm realizing that I'm learning all of these things as I make these videos and I'm talking to you guys out there. I'm most definitely not telling you something that I was born knowing in this way. I might have known it in my DNA and I have unlocked it. I'm in that process of just decoding everything. And as I decode and I'm led, I share. So we are learning here together. We are a family. All the people of not people, but all of my family, Heal Thyself 360 family. We are all learning and growing and glowing together, and that is my only aim. Is to uplift, to encourage, to love, and to give you guys a little bit of clarity. Clarity is all I can give. That's always been my gift, is to shed light on certain things so that you can go back within in that darkness and figure things out for yourself and come out on the other side, because nobody can't do any of that stuff for you. But with that being said, I just want to encourage my mothers and my fathers, my empresses, all of you guys to take ownership of of the raising of your children, of your young stars, and realize that there is a war out here, and you have to prepare your child for battle. You do not send a troop or a soldier out on the battlefield without the weapon and the knowledge of how to use it and the laws of the battlefield. Okay, you don't send them out there without that stuff and then they get shot and then blame the opposition. You send them out there prepared and knowing how to defend themselves and with the shield and with the armor. And that armor is something very spiritual. They must know the rules of the Most High. They have to know that they are being held accountable for every single thing that they do or they don't do. And you also are being held accountable for the way and for the way that you raise your children and for the I guess the preparation that you give them. Okay. So I guarantee you, now I know a lot of people will get mad and dislike this video, but it's coming out of love and it's coming from my heart and it's coming from a place of I want things to change. But in order for things to change, they have to first change at home. We have to stop looking at ourselves as victims. You are not a victim. Children can be victims, but once you get to be an adult and you move out of the age of innocence, you are contracting for every last thing that happens to you based on the energy that you're putting out. And with that being said, I just want to show I want to show you guys love and understanding. We're in this separate but together at the same time. I am on my own path, and so I look at it as we are all on our own path, and some of us are walking together because that's the season that we're in, and some people are walking off for whatever reason. But at the end of the day, stay clear, stay focused, walk your own path. Don't beat yourself up over little mistakes that you made. Just dust yourself off and keep moving forward. We all make mistakes. But we're all down here acting, taking takes, you know. So every mistake is room for growth. That's it. For room for growth, room for a do-over, and room for perfection. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. You guys are my goodness. I I am honored to know you guys. And with that being said, I wanted to talk about my necklace. Okay. I know some of y'all looking at my necklace. It is fly. A sister by the name of LaMetra from Sacred Instruments made this necklace for me. It is so gorgeous. She does custom. It is cosmic. I had a dream about this necklace. I had a dream about this necklace. Okay. And then she gave it to me. It was very emotional. It was amazing. This is my sister for real. I'm going to put a link down so that you guys can check her out. She's also on Twitter now. Yay! You can follow her um, at Sacred Instrument. I don't know if there's a NTS, but anyway, I'll put everything down there. And look at this necklace. It is so cosmic. It is amazing. Look at that. And then the back, it has a spiral. Look at that. It has like this little copper spiral that goes up in the base of the neck. This is on point. It is so fly. I love this necklace. She did this. But anyway, yeah, that's why I was wearing this shirt. I wanted to be able to like show the necklace a little bit more clearly so that you guys could see it. But yes, with that, I leave you with love. I leave you with peace. I leave you with understanding. I leave you with wholeness, healing, growth, glow, all of that good stuff that we are here for. Okay? Peace.